What does it mean to respond in human design? Well, if you are a generator or a manifesting generator, it is your strategy. Your strategy for your energy type is to respond. So let's understand what that means. First, it's important to know that responding is a sacral response. It comes from your sacral energy center, also known as your sacral chakra. Your sacral is an area in your body that gives you a yes or a no response. So stimuli comes to you, opportunities, questions. There are places, times, and spaces that stimulate a yes or a no response in your body, and that comes from your sacral energy center. But the big question is, how do you know what's a yes and what's a no? Well, it's important to recognize how you respond when you are provided with yes or no situations or questions. A yes feels like, oh, your energy opens up, it expands. Anytime you are presented with something to respond to and you feel your energy open, there's excitement, it lights you up, something in you goes, ooh, what is this? That's a yes. And then your mission is to have the courage and the confidence to honor that sacral response of a yes with saying yes and following it through. Conversely, a no feels like, oh, nah. The energy contracts, it turns inwards. You might even feel your shoulders roll in. You feel your entire body kind of close up a little bit. There's something within you that just feels like, doesn't feel resonant. It feels like I'm just not interested. Or it may be just a lack of response. A lack of response can also align with a no. So anytime it's a nah, or nothing, it's generally a no. Now, why are you responding to how you feel with these yeses and these nos? It's because when your body opens up in response with a yes, the energy says, oh, I want to experience that. It's a sign from your higher self that you will have the energy to see this thing through in a satisfying way. Now, satisfaction is healthy for you. Anytime you feel satisfying feelings, it is nurturing and nourishing for all the cells in your body. You want to be in satisfying situations and relationships. Everything for you is satisfying. And that comes from following your yes and your no responses. So, therefore, if you are saying yes to something when something feels like a yes, you are aligning with that satisfaction energy. Alternatively, when you are responding to something and your sacral gives you a sign that it's a no, that is a sign from your higher self that you will not have the energy to finish this thing that you are doing. You will likely meet a frustrating situation along the way if you choose to do it. It is not aligned with your energy. In that situation, you say no. Now, it can be difficult sometimes to say no. When you want to say no, it may be tempting to say yes, but that is only setting you up for a situation where you feel frustrated. The more frustration you feel, that's the opposite to satisfaction. Satisfaction is healthy for you. The more frustration you feel, the more unwell your body becomes. Your body notices when you feel frustrated. Your cells, your cellular structures notice. And the more they sit in that resonance of frustration, the more your cells change, they disconnect from their natural state of well-being, and then you open up the doors for feeling unwell, tiredness, sickness, burnout, all these kind of things to find you. That is why it is important to listen to your yes, your yeah, or your no, your responses, and you have the courage and the confidence to follow it through and deliver the answer that feels authentic for you. Now, when you are responding can be a feeling that comes from your sacral center, and it is that, but it's also a sound. You've already heard me making sacral sounds. Sacral sounds come from the energy center and they arise from your throat area unconsciously. These are the sounds that you make without your brain trying to make the sound. These are the sounds you make in response to a situation before your mind, before your brain can kick in and start over analyzing anything. So if you are presented with a situation to respond to and you hear yourself go, oh, all of those are sacral sounds. Listen to those. That's basically your body saying, yeah, do it, go for it. It's the same as the energy expanding within you. Conversely, the sacral sound for a no is a they're kind of grunt-like sounds. They're coming from you, from your sacral, and they're one way that your body is saying, nah, this is not in alignment with your higher self right now. We do not recommend that you do this. Please say no. Now, the extension of the sacral sounds is the sacral faces. Now, sacral faces often accompany the sacral sounds, but they may not come at the same time. So a sacral face is when you are presented with an opportunity to respond, and it's a face that you make without consciously knowing it. So you might screw your face up and be like, oh, I just have to give you the sound so you know I'm doing something. Your face screws up, or your eyes might get wider, or you might tilt your head. There's different facial expressions that some people with a defined sacral energy center make that also show that things are a yes and things are a no for you. So you may want to maybe tune into what your face is doing and feel it when you are responding to things, so that you have 3 ways to tune into how you're responding. You tune into your sacral, your yes and your no, and the energy expands or it contracts. You listen to your sacral sounds, the or the or as well as you pay attention to the faces that you're making when you're responding to things, because they're also clues about whether something is a yes or whether is it a no for you. Now, the beautiful thing about responding is that your sacral can give you a pretty quick answer. It gives you a yes or it gives you a no when you are presented most efficiently with yes or no questions. A yes or a no comes to you instantly, and the best way to pull out that yes or no response from you is actually to be asked yes or no questions. For example, let's talk about dinner. If someone says to you, if you're a generator or a manifesting generator, hey, what do you want for dinner? This can be an overwhelming question for these energy types, because it's far easier for their body to respond if there is a yes or a no outcome. So rather than saying, hey, what do you want for dinner? It's far more efficient to say, hey, do you feel like tacos for dinner? Then they can tune in, or you can tune in and go, ooh, yes, or no. Conversely, if it's a no, great. So someone can ask you the next question. Do you feel like salmon for dinner? Ooh, yeah. Or, oh, no. It's the yes and the no outcomes that resonate with you the most. Now let's give you a few examples in the real world of what responding looks like. The first one is you've decided to go to the movies. You've decided to go to the cinema. Fantastic. But the next question is, what are you going to see? Well, you actually don't know what's on. All you can see is movie posters. So you go up to the first movie poster and you see it and you're like, nah. You notice that the energy coming from you in response, it sounds like a no. Okay, great. That's not the movie to see. Let's move on to the next movie poster. You look at the next movie poster, you read it, you absorb the title, and you're like, maybe. Yeah, that's a no. Maybe is a no, because your body lights up very clearly when it's a yes. So then you recognize that, and then you move along to the third poster. You absorb the picture, you read the name, and you're like, oh, yeah. Okay, that's the movie to see. Fantastic. Your body has made the decision for you. Another real world example is, let's say you've gone clothes shopping. You've chosen 3 different tops. You're in the changing room. You put on the first one and you look at yourself in the mirror and you go, nah, it's a pretty clear no. You don't like it. Great. So you put it to the side. Then you put on the second shirt and you go, oh, yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, I quite like that. Not sure about this little bit here, but what if I just modify it and I wear it like this? Yeah, it's probably going to be pretty good. Yeah, I think I might get this one. Yeah, it's pretty good. Then you take it off and you put it to the side. Then you put on your third shirt. Instantly you look in the mirror and go, oh, yeah, I love this shirt. And then because you love it so much, you feel yourself light up. You feel the satisfaction. You feel the joy that this shirt is giving you. It reminds you that that second shirt that you were like, maybe, that is not for you. You were trying to make it fit into the box of what is good for you. But when you put on this other shirt, you realized, oh, this is the feeling I'm looking for. This is a satisfying shirt. Generators and manifesting generators are constantly responding to the world every single day. You're responding with whether you want to eat in the moment, if you're hungry, what you're going to eat. Throughout your work situations, throughout your relationships, responding can be to small little things. It can be to big things as well. You are always responding, even though it sometimes feels like to a generator that you're in a generator pause and like you aren't responding to anything, or a generator pause is also something that can occur when you just struggle to find things that are lighting you up. It's normal for generators and manifesting generators to go through a bit of a time where I just can't connect with things that light me up. That's okay. That's totally normal. It's just the energy rebalancing, because what's going to happen soon is you're going to have a bunch of things come to you to respond to, and there are going to be some things that are big time lighting you up. So if you're in that pause period and things are not lighting you up, just be patient, because they are a coming and you are going to have some big decisions, some big responding to do soon. Now we all go through that as generators and manifesting generators, so just be patient. The best thing you can do in the meantime is, my friends, tune into your sacral. Learn what feels like a yes. Learn what feels like a no. And then allow yourself to have the courage to follow through with actioning what your body has told you, because it's very easy to slip into people-pleasing mode and to give others the response that they want or the response that you think that they want. The more that you practice committing to your strategy of to respond, the more of an expert you will become at responding. Then, after you have mastered responding, you can more easily layer on top of that the next level of your human design, which is your authority. That's a whole nother topic to talk about. But for now, I want you to practice responding. Practice listening to your yeses and your nos, your body lighting up or contracting in response to situations. Because if you can master that, or feel like you get at least a good grasp on it in most situations, it will change your life and it will help you live with much more ease and much more flow. Take it from me as a generator. I promise that is the case. It just takes a bit of practice.
Download Insight Timer to listen to this track ad-free.